Hey guys, welcome to your general reading for Leo. We're going to take a look and see what messages we have for you guys from Spirit. Apply this to your own unique situations, all right? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you guys get notified on when my new videos post and when I go live. Also, if you guys are interested in wanting to follow me on my social media pages, personal readings with me on Zoom, pre-recorded, also on Cameo. The links and the details are in the description box below. Also, if you guys have not joined my channel membership, hit the join button. Also, if you guys have not checked out my boyfriend's YouTube tarot channel, Adam's Consciousness Code, the link is in the description box below. Do all the YouTube stuff to support him on there. Also, if you guys have not, if you guys didn't know, I am running a sale on all my personal readings for 50% off my website. So if you guys are looking for a personal reading discounted, the codes to redeem is in the description box below. So let's get started here. This time I'm doing something different. Usually I do use oracle messages, but this whole read is just going to be oracle messages, okay? So what messages do we have here for Leo from Spirit? Tell me about Leo. So Leo, we have patronage, abundance, power, and magnanimity, generosity from empathy and excess. Power and great wealth brings responsibility. They are given to those ready to wisely manage and channel them. A stable, hardworking mind, a source of peace and abundance, dignity, and knowledge of oneself here. So I feel like what Spirit wants you to know right now that you do have the power, okay? You do have the power to magnify your abilities here to help yourself and to help others here too. And I feel like you're being asked to do this with knowledge and integrity here. So I do believe that, you know, what Spirit is saying is that I feel like you have the power here, okay, to bring forth healing energy for others here and also for yourself here too. Look how beautiful this is. Let's see what else we have. What is Leo being guided to let go of? Wow. So, okay. So this is a beautiful card. I looked through this deck over and over and over again before I bought it, okay? So every conscious act is a sacred ritual, okay? God's grace always descends when the mind is clear of chaotic thoughts. So I feel like what you need to let go of is chaotic thoughts and tap into the divine energy here to bring forth what you want. And I feel like what Spirit wants you to let go is the chaotic thoughts, but know that anything that you do is intentional, that you have to do with intention to bring forth what you want in life here, whether it's love, whether it's money, whether it's happiness, joy, and fulfillment here, right? So we have every conscious act is a sacred act here. So what Spirit is supporting Leo on right now? What is Spirit supporting Leo on right now? So we have, there is one path to the Lord. All right, interesting. I mean, if you guys are not religious, just apply it to your own, you know, situation. So there is one path to the Lord. It lies through love, faith, and knowledge. The energy of love protects and supports. Faith through prayer cleanses the mind and opens your heart. Knowledge received through immersion in oneself gives peace and power. In which form love comes. Which words sound in prayer, in which teacher appears. Each has its own path. This is really interesting here because I feel like one of the things I'm getting here is I feel like you're being supported by your ancestors here, your angels here, and also whichever deity that you lean into here. I feel like I'm getting like this is really interesting here. Even though this is the image that I'm not getting here, this is so interesting. Some of you guys, there's a Star of David here. I just saw that. Okay. This is really interesting. Some of you guys may have like guides as aliens here, or that you guys are from, you know, like an alien race or something like that. But I feel like what Spirit wants you to know that there's different pathways, there's different support that's coming you from all different angles here. So it's kind of like you're never really alone. You're constantly receiving messages and downloads and feeling different things here. All right, what else do we have here for Leo? What spiritual lessons does Leo need to learn right now? We have fullness of life. I am the source of my abundance and wealth. So I feel like Spirit wants you to basically go within, okay? Because it says, fullness of life, I am the source of my abundance and wealth. So I feel like this is a reminder that anything that you want to do basically comes from within yourself. It does not come from the outside. You know, what happens, what happens in your inner world, that's what you will bring in. Your emotions about yourself, your how you speak about yourself, how you think about yourself. Basically, that's how you'll bring that in, whether it's positive or negative here. So basically, what you bring in comes from within you first. The message is creation of ideal image and inner unification with it, surrounding oneself with beauty and inspiration, only items of value to one's heart, only people one wants to learn from and be like. Care for oneself and the world, allowing calmness and activity in different moments, seeing the possibilities here. So I feel like this is about tapping into yourself here and seeing the unlimited possibilities that could come in for you here, Leo. What else do we have? Tell me a little more about Leo. What hidden blessings are coming in for Leo that Leo might not see? So strengthening the vibration of intention here. So we're going back to intention again. So this is about really being intentional about everything that you do, okay? Because anything that you do basically brings in a certain vibration. So, you know, be intentional. Like, what are your intentions, you know, when you do a reading? You know, what are your intentions if you're dealing with conflict with a partner or a spouse or friend or family member? What are your intentions? What do you want to bring in to the situation that you're in? So consistent remembrance of, yeah, so what is the goal, you know, of the situation that you're in? Because when you set the intention of what you want to achieve regarding a goal here, you will definitely bring in what you want here. But also be grounded enough where when you're having a conversation with somebody, let it flow. Yeah, and when conversations don't flow, there's definitely going to be resistance. And what happens is that there's going to be frustration and friction because the person that you're talking to is you know, not getting you or not understanding you. And it goes both ways, right? It ping-pongs off each other here. So this is about being intentional and having a goal of what you want to achieve. And I feel like this is more so like, you know, how you deal with relationships and stuff like that, and how you deal with conflicts. Like, hey, let's sit down and talk about this. Let's set the intentions of what we want to achieve out of this conversation, right? And allow the conversation to flow. Yeah, because, you know, usually conversations don't flow when someone here is in constant fight or flight. That's when the energy does this. There's friction, there is frustration. Like, why are you not listening to me? And it happens both ways, right? So be intentional about that too. Yeah, be intentional about that too. So what advice do we have for Spirit, for Leo from Spirit? Find joy in all, even where it's difficult. So one of the things that's really interesting, I saw something really interesting at the store I was at today. I'm just going to pull it up on my Instagram really quickly because I feel like this is a part of the read. And this is a very strong reminder, you know, for everyone, I feel. Let me just pull it up really quickly. All right, let's see. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, it says things are not getting worse. They are just getting uncovered. Okay, so what that means is that it really depends on your perception of how things happen, how things unfold, right? You know, some people think the worst, you know, and what Spirit wants to remind you is that things are not getting worse. Things are unfolding, unraveling, so that it gives you the opportunity to face something that you haven't faced yet, learn and grow from that experience, right? So I feel like it's important to embrace the opportunities of where difficulty lies, because we have things to learn from those difficult experiences, okay? So Leo, I do hope that this was helpful. I hope that this resonated, and I'll speak to you guys in another read. Thanks, guys. Bye.